What it is, what it do. You already know who it is. It's your boy, back again with another episode of Doki Doki Blue Skies. And if you hear any noise in the background, that's just Nico's. He's gonna be sitting here with me today while I record this episode, so I hope y'all don't mind. In any case, let's get back into the story. I'm not gonna waste any more time. You guys already know what time it is. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to hit the like button and stay tuned. It's also my second time recording this episode, by the way. Another day, another weekend. I yawn and stretch, glancing over at the clock. 10:21 a.m. A little on the late side nowadays at least. And it's a day I'll be spending with Sayori. My god, it feels like another lifetime ago that we used to hang out together. If I'm totally honest, I'm a little nervous. What if it's awkward? What if she resents me for ditching her? No, don't be stupid, Killin. Sayori's still my friend, and she isn't like that. You're acting like an idiot. You're acting like a book in the sky. With a sigh, I start my morning routine, wondering how the rest of the day will go. Only one way to see. The magic word will do the trick. It is time for us to go explore. It is now past noon, and I'm mindlessly passing time. Sayori and I didn't actually make any concrete plans, so we're just gonna have to improvise a little. From what I can remember, she isn't really much of a morning person, so I decided to give her a bit of time. I think I've waited long enough though, so I decided to pull out my phone and shoot her a text. Hey yo girl, feel free to come over if you want.
Hey Killin, good timing. I just finished getting ready. I'll make my way over now.
Awesome. See you soon. I put my phone away. In hindsight, I really should have thought of something for us to do. Oh well. Just like that, Sayori is over. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Her and I.
I know I said it yesterday, but wow. Do I feel so nostalgic coming over here again?
Yeah. She looks around.
I didn't really get a chance to focus on it because we were all studying, but nothing has really changed, has it? You still got the embarrassing baby photo over there.
She points to a rather unflattering shot of me, still clad in a diaper and looking rather chubby. Glad to see you remember it. I laugh under my breath.
So.
That voice crack though.
What are we doing today, Killin?
Well, this was your idea, right? I, kinda thought you had something planned. Are you leaving me already? Nikos is leaving. Bye.
Oh, well, I kinda thought the same, but for you.
I furrow my brow. What kind of logic is that? There's not a whole lot to do here, to be honest. Whenever Yuri comes over, we just typically read and cuddle. Oh yeah, I remember last time I was like, great guy, Killin. Bring it up another girl when you're with a girl who obviously has feelings for you. Good guy.
I see.
Her expression drops for the tiniest of moments.
That sounds really cute. But obviously, we can't really do that, so...
There's an awkward pause. For goodness sake, Killin, say something. She's your childhood friend. Why don't we go to the park? The one we used to go to as kids.
Ooh, that's a great idea. I feel kind of silly for not bringing it up myself.
Well, you always were a bit slow, weren't you? I wink playfully and nudge her.
Hey!
Sayori looks nonplussed.
At least I wasn't a massive chicken around Halloween.
She stands triumphantly. Okay. Well played. I'll get you next time. We share a laugh and head for the door. It feels wonderful, if not a little foreign, to tease each other again. It makes me feel like nothing's really changed between us. Oh, so that was my phone. I forgot to mute. My apologies. With spring drawing ever closer, the frosty bite of winter feels less and less prevalent. It's still too cold for a t-shirt, but with a hoodie on, the temperature is pleasant. Sayori and I take a seat on the park bench and look up at the clouds. So tell me, Sayori, what's new in your life? I try to stay as nonchalant as possible, attempting to fight the guilt seeping into my voice. She giggles quietly.
You know, not much has changed. Same old, same old.
It's a little hard to discern her expression fully as her eyes are firmly trained on the sky above, but I'm fairly certain I'm detecting some sadness. I don't want to jump right in with questions though, so I opt for a more casual angle, hoping she'll talk more about herself if she feels comfortable. Honestly, I know that feeling too. Well, sort of. It's kind of hard to explain. On one hand, joining the literature club last semester, meeting everyone, it goes without saying that that's had a big impact on my life. But at the same time, it feels like nothing's really changed. Maybe it's because despite new faces and stuff, I'm still in the same environment, waking up every morning for school, all that stuff. If that makes any sense? A smile works its way onto her face.
You're sounding more and more like Yuri by the day. I don't think you ever used to be this reflective and analytical.
You're like the third person to tell me that.
Sorry. It must be kind of annoying, right?
Not really. It's more eye-opening, if anything. You know, how you could adopt your partner's traits? Yeah, because Sayori totally knows stuff about that, right? But at the same time, I suppose it's true. You tend to become more like the people you spend the most time with.
Well, I've never been in a relationship before, so I can only imagine.
She looks sadly up at the sky. Hey, Sayori. I'm sure there's someone out there for you. You're really likable, you know? She doesn't look convinced, so I press on. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, or allowed, to give so many compliments to a female friend, but you're really sweet. I was like, you're really sweet. And I know some guy out there is going to really value how kind and upbeat you are. I mean, like I said before, when I first recorded this episode, it's okay as long as you're not trying to like come on to her or anything like that. I mean, it's different if you're trying to come on to her, but in this case, you can't really come on to her because you're already with somebody. Unless you want to take Sayori on as your second wife, in which case, compliment away. But I think the compliment, in general, complimenting depends on the context behind it and what your intentions are. Just like with most things in life. It's so rare that you meet someone as selfless as you are. One day someone is going to cherish that. I know I've always enjoyed being able to call you my friend. My childhood was amazing, and a huge reason for that was because of you. She slowly turns to face me.
Thank you, Killen. That really means a lot to me.
And I really am sorry, Sayori. She opens her mouth, but I rush onwards, wanting to get my words out before I reconsider. I know it might be more natural for me to spend more time with Yuri, but it doesn't mean I should have done so at your expense. I feel really bad, you know? Like I've said, like I've just thrown away the history we have. That wasn't ever my intention. Please remember that.
Killen, you're so silly. I didn't ever think that you threw me away. It's completely normal for you to spend more time with your girlfriend. Besides, you make Yuri happy, and by the looks of it, she makes you feel the same way too, right?
I nod.
That's what I value the most. Other people's happiness.
I'm like, well, on one hand that's true, but on the other hand, you've been quite distraught at the fact that your childhood friend has been off with somebody else. And it's typically not a good idea to value other people's happiness at the expense of your own. You've been trying to put on a brave face, and I really respect that. But at the same time, Sayori, you need to be honest with yourself. I mean, Killen's not going to understand that, but I do. And it's not a good look for you, Sayori. You're just doing yourself more harm than good. But I want you to be happy as well. She laughs and waves off my concern.
You honestly don't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly happy the way I am.
No, you're not. Also, I believe this is right around where I stopped recording the first time.
You're still in my life, you know. I see him every day in school, and we get to talk there. Plus, for things like Halloween, Christmas, study sessions, we all get to hang out, right? So please, don't feel bad, okay? I'm just grateful we're talking again. Plus, I'll be honest, I've missed you, Qilin.
I missed you too, Sayori. She embraces me in a hug. It feels a bit strange, being so heartfelt with a girl who isn't Yuri, but it's a nice feeling all the same. I mean, to be fair, she is your friend, and you have known each other for a long time, so if you're gonna be heartfelt with any other girl besides your girlfriend, it should be the girl that you've known all of your life. I think it's only fair. Despite the initial novelty of the hug, it quickly feels very familiar, if not a little nostalgic. Memories come flooding into my mind. Sayori and I biking together through a forest. Me buying her an ice cream. I was pretending like the floor was lava, hopping from chair to chair in my living room. My mom helping us reconcile after a silly argument we had. We eventually break apart. There's a genuine warm smile on her face that I find myself returning without even realizing it.
That's what I want to see more of. And less of the self-blame game, okay?
She pouts slightly, causing me to laugh. Sayori isn't assertive, but when she tries to be, it comes across as more endearing than commanding. Heard you loud and clear, soldier.
Good. Now I think it's time we did some exploring, don't you think?
Lead the way, Columbus. Well, something that's never waned over the years is Sayori's fascination with exploring. Even if it's ground we've already once traversed, she still acts like it's fabled terrain. I'm not complaining though. Her imagination was always something I enjoyed. You know, seeing the Wanderlust in your face. It reminds me of when you wanted to be an astronaut when you were younger.
I still think being an astronaut would be really cool, you know? Think of the views. Seeing your home planet from the moon.
You still want to be an astronaut?
Well, as fun as it would be, probably not the best idea given me and physics don't really match very well.
And I was like, yeah, I know that feeling, Sayori. Ooh, I know that feeling. So what do you want to do after school? Also, we got to the part where I already played too, so this is all new for me. I don't think I've ever heard you talk about this.
I haven't really given it much thought, to be honest.
But you'll be a third year soon.
I know. I don't know. I guess I'll just pick a subject I enjoy and go from there. I don't really like thinking about the future.
Why not?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Ooh, look where we are.
She points ahead to a clearing. I recognize the place instantly. We've had many a picnic there in the past. How? The ground is so slanted. Sayori immediately makes a beeline for one of the trees. When she reaches it, she sits down so the trunk rests against her back. I follow suit and take a seat next to her.
This is one of my favorite spots in the entire park. So many memories here.
You always liked this spot, didn't you? I remember how excited you were when we first stumbled upon this place. It was like a magical forest to you.
Ooh, you remember that?
Of course I do. Oh, we're going back in time. We went back in time to a happier place. And look at Sayori with a childish face. I don't know how I'm going to do this. It'll be like Sayori's voice, but higher pitch. But I'm just going to be honest with you.
Ooh, look at this place, Qilin. It's a magical forest. Do you think? Yeah. See that big tree over there? I bet a forest wizard lives in it.
Oh yeah, Sayori, you think a forest wizard
Lives in that place? It's very endearing of you to think. A wizard? With loads of cool spells?
Yep. I bet he could turn you into a frog.
Blech. I don't want to be a frog. I want to be a dragon.
Well, let's ask him.
She runs off toward the tree and knocks on the wood when she gets there.
Hi, Mr. Wizard Man. We heard all about your magical spells and stuff. Can you show us? Please.
No response.
No wizard? No.
Hey, that's okay. We can still have lots of fun exploring, right? You said it's a magic forest, so I bet we'll find other cool stuff.
Like what?
Like those magical horseshoe thingies. You know, with the horn. It's a magical horseshoe thingies. Oh, it means a unicorn.
Ooh, you mean unicorns?
Yeah, that's the one. Come on, I bet they're here somewhere.
Hey, Qilin, wait up, wait up!
We have to be quick if we want to catch the unicorns, Sayori.
I know. But look at these mushrooms.
She points to the floor. Funnily enough, there's a bunch of colorful mushrooms growing next to a tree. Sayori crouches down next to them. Those are mushrooms, right? She pokes one and giggles.
Yep. Do you think they're magic mushrooms too?
We're probably thinking of two different kinds of magic mushrooms.
What? Like mushrooms that give us special powers?
Yeah, you can say that.
Maybe the wizard is growing them. I don't know. Mommy told me not to eat things from the floor. Why not?
Because they're dirty, and they might make you sick. And if you get sick, that means we couldn't play together. That'd really suck. She looks down at them with a sad expression.
Can we at least take them with us? Then you can ask your mommy to wash them so we can eat them.
Well, I think that might be okay. She bends down and plucks them from the ground, carefully putting them in her pocket.
What if these mushrooms let you pick your power? Ooh, which one do you pick?
Oh man, that's a tough question. Flying would be really fun.
Yeah, it would. You can fly like a bird. Wherever you wanted to go. It must be so fun. Whee! But what's the word? Were you like see-through? Invisibility!
Wow, Sayori, how'd you know that?
It's such a big word.
She beams. Okay, so this dude doesn't know... So this dude doesn't know invisibility, but he knows beams. Alright.
I can be smart sometimes. Anyway, that'd be a really fun power to have. You could prank a lot of people.
Certainly could.
What would you pick? It'd be really nice if my power was to make everyone smile all the time.
She was so wholesome even then.
So no one would ever be sad again.
Huh? But isn't that kind of boring?
I guess. But I feel really good whenever I make people happy. So I think I'd choose that. Everyone is happy that way, right?
Yeah, you sound like Maruki at the end of Persona 5 Royal. He had the power, but that didn't turn out too well.
I still think Invis thing would be way cooler.
Yes. The joys of childhood. I still remember that look on Mom's face when you told her you almost ate those mushrooms. I've never seen her look so alarmed.
I guess it really wasn't the smartest thing to do, was it?
No, not really. But that's what makes the memory so endearing, you know? That innocence that can only come from childhood. I put both of my hands behind my head and breathed a content sigh.
Those days were a lot of fun, weren't they?
Yeah, they really were. A comfortable silence falls between us. Both of us are lost in the past, reminiscing about the good times. The silence is occasionally broken by when one of us decides to share. Either way, I'm enjoying my time with Sayori.
Thanks for spending time with me today, Killin. I had a lot of fun.
Oh, it's nothing. Natural mange. Yeah, buddy, my friend, don't worry about it. It's always a pleasure to spend time with my childhood friend. We should definitely do this more often. Although with exams coming up, we'll probably have to wait until after they're finished.
I really don't like exam season, but at least this will give me something to look forward to after they're done.
Uh-huh. Oh well, at least with our group study sessions, exams shouldn't be so bad this year, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure we'll all be fine.
Well, we can only hope, right?
Anyway, I'll catch you later, Killin.
She gives me a quick hug, then heads back inside. Damn. I totally forgot to ask her about the Valentine's note. Then again, do I really need to? It wouldn't have really achieved anything. With high spirits, I make my way home. I'm glad I spent the day with Sayori. Plus, as Monica said, it's good to spend a little time away from your partner. Looks like I'm learning. Though I wonder how Yuri's gonna feel. Though there's still plenty of time, I guess we may find that out soon enough, right? The joys of being in a relationship with someone as obsessive as Yuri. It's the moment of truth. The first day of final season. Silence fills the air as we all anxiously watch Sakurai pass out the history exams. Here's to hoping I don't blank out when I take it. But given the extra studying I did this time with the club, I'm thinking that I should do pretty well. Well, I'm not gonna jinx myself and expect to ace it. I'm startled out of my reverie when a sheaf of papers drops to my desk. Sakurai gives me a small smile as he passes by. At least he's rooting for me. Looking down at the exam, the words seem to swim before my eyes. But within a few seconds, they snap back into focus as I clear my mind. I know this. Picking up my pen, I join my classmates in furiously scribbling down my answers. This takes me back to like 10th grade when I had to take my history exams. So, what did you think of your exams? Students rush around Yuri and me, eagerly escaping school to rush home. Some are probably going to do last-minute cramming, while others are likely seeking a respite from anything related to school. Either way, everyone around us seems to be chatting about the exams.
I feel like they were generally fair. There wasn't any unexpected material in them, at least.
Although for me, it was funny because I remember I had to take a chemistry exam. I think my junior year of high school, and my chemistry teacher was like, "Oh, I'm not going to teach you guys this one thing because this one thing shouldn't be on the exam." And next thing you know, that one thing he didn't teach us was on the exam. And he was like, "Shit." So in other words, you aced them.
Well, I don't know about that. I think I did alright.
You totally aced them. She smiles gently, not denying the fact that she's a top student.
What did you think of the exams then?
I probably did well on the history one at least. And I hope I did well on the others.
If how you did during our study sessions is indicative of how well you actually did our study sessions is indicative of how well you actually know the material, I'm sure you did fine.
Yeah. A gaggle of girls passes by, chatting about the approaching summer break.
It's strange, not needing to head to the club today.
Yeah. But it'd be a bit much if students were expected to keep up with all their extracurriculars during exam seasons. Probably would be, yeah. A little overwhelming, I must say.
True. I don't think even Monica would want to do that.
Monica, the perfect teacher's pet, not wanting to do school stuff? That's heresy.
Knowing her, she's likely studying as we speak.
Speaking of studying, do you actually want to come over today to study together?
Sure. It'd be nice to study with someone and break the monotony, at least.
Not to mention, we get to spend some quality time together, eh? I nudge Yuri in the side, making her blush. Actually, should we invite the others and make an official study session? Why? That would defeat the purpose of spending time with your girlfriend. You just said you wanted to spend time with her. Y'all could have study sessions another time, dude. Yuri stops in her tracks.
You want to invite the others?
We don't have to if you don't want to.
Sorry, I just thought this would be more of a private thing.
No worries. We probably just won't stay on task as much.
I don't know. We've stayed focused on things before.
Yeah, I'm just joking. I don't know why, but we're so awkward all of a sudden. It's because she wanted to spend time with you, and you're like, oh, let's just hang out with everyone else. No, dude, she wants to spend time with you. You're not upset or anything, are you?
Why would I be?
You just seem kind of off just now. You seem kind of off now, is all.
Sorry, I suppose I'm a bit tired from the exams. You could say I have a bit of a shorter fuse right now, so to speak. Although, of course, there's no excuse for my rudeness.
It's alright, Yuri. That makes sense. How about we brew up a nice mug of hot tea? How's about we brew up a nice mug of hot tea for you while we get to my place and relax a bit before we cram?
That does sound good.
You bet it does. It's like, you bet your sweet ass it does. And so the writers completely wasted that one character's powers and made him the king for basically no reason. Needless to say, the show's finale is probably one of the worst disappointments in television history. Oh, they're talking about Game of Thrones.
Oh, you're quite passionate about this, aren't you? Are you sure you're not just exaggerating?
It was going on for nearly a decade. Of course all the fans were going to be passionate about something they've been invested in for so long. Seriously though, if you watch it, you'll get what I mean.
Well, you did just spoil the whole thing for me though.
You told me that I could! Plus you read the books. You're going to know you're going to know a lot of the major plot points anyway.
I know, I'm just teasing you. I do kind of want to start watching the show now though.
You should, if only for the cinematography and acting.
Look, we're here already.
Huh? That was a surprisingly short walk.
Time flies when you complain about things.
Yeah, talking about Game of Thrones really gets it out of you, huh? Yuri stands patiently as I fumble to find my house keys in my bag.
Maybe I could even start watching the first episode while we have tea time.
If you do that, I guarantee you'll finish the first season today. I finally found my keys and unlocked the front door. I'm home. Man, I still haven't stopped announcing my arrival home. Old habits die hard, I guess. Welcome back? Who? What? What? Oh, that's Mom. Mom is here.
Say, welcome back.
What? A brown-haired woman pops out from the corner. Yo, it's Mom! Mom. Hello. Mom?
Who else would it be?
She envelopes me with the crushing hug that I happily reciprocate.
It's been so long since I've seen my little boy.
Mom!
Give me a break. You couldn't blame a mother for missing her son so much.
I guess. Despite my protests, I can't help a grin from breaking through.
And this must be Yuri.
Yuri's as tall as our mom, dang.
It's finally nice to be able to meet you in real life. Yes, hello. This is quite the surprise. I'm pleased to meet you as well.
Yuri smiles awkwardly, fidgeting with the hem of her skirt. I should probably try to ease some of her tension. This seriously is a surprise. Why didn't you tell me that you were coming home?
Well, I wanted to surprise you.
Yeah, no kidding.
I did foreshadow this in one of our calls, you know.
She did. She really did do that.
Actually, I think Yuri was there when I said it. I believe I was. And I'd have to say, I'm definitely glad I was there to see your reunion. Killen's grin is really splitting his face. Aw, what a mama's boy.
Damn. Get called out by your mom. Oof. That's gotta hurt. Hey, do you want me to act like a stereotypical angsty teenager? Yada yada da. Yada yada does it.
Oh god, no. I might have to extend my business trips if you ever start brooding.
Mom starts laughing as I roll my eyes.
It's definitely good to be back.
Reaching out towards me again, Mom tosses my hair affectionately. See, jeez, Mom, I'm in front of my girlfriend. He's like, gosh. Why you gotta embarrass me like that, Mom?
Come on, I gotta catch up on all the affection I wasn't able to lavish on you these past few months. And since when have you been such a tsundere?
You don't know what a real tsundere is if you're calling me one. One of the club members is basically the definition of the trope. He's talking about a certain pink-haired first-year Lolita.
I'm guessing that club member wouldn't happen to be Yuri, would they?
Yuri's as far from a tsundere as you could get. Probably a yandere or a kudere. Maybe a combination of the two. Isn't that right, Yuri?
Well, I can't say I'm much like a tsundere, but I'd say that the opposite of a tsundere would probably be someone like Sayori.
My mind flashes back to all the times that Sayori, my mom, and I were together. And judging from Mom's face, she's thinking of the same thing.
That reminds me, I'd really have to catch up with Sayori and her family sometime.
Oh yeah, I think she probably misses you. Or at least, she misses your gummies.
Of course. It seems just like yesterday that you were kids.
Mom seems to stare off into the distance for a moment, sighing fondly at the memories. Oh, how time flies.
Speaking of kids, though, I'm really looking forward to purple hair grandchildren in the future.
Oh, the faults of man. Yada yada da. Mom! Both my and Yuri's faces turn red in unison. Yuri's like, oh.
You two are gonna be so fun to tease. Yuri, you really do have such beautiful violet hair, though. Thank you. I've always liked the color purple. It's a more interesting color than brown, at any rate.
Whose fault is it that I have brown hair?
I wonder.
Kilin, you really are your mother's spitting image.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Jeez, we don't look that much alike.
Oh, stop being a tsundere and accept the compliment.
Compliment?
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be nearly as handsome if you took after your father.
I snore and roll my eyes again, causing both Yuri and Mom to chuckle. Wow, shots. Just so many shots being taken.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Where are my manners? Come in and sit in the living room. I'll bring out snacks and drinks for you two.
Thank you very much. Would you like any help?
No. What kind of host would I be if I gave you work to do? Come on, let a mother do the job she does best. Fuss over the children.
Mom, I love you, Mom.
You know, Yuri, You may be one of the most polite young women I've ever met.
Thank you. I'm sure that's just an exaggeration, though.
At this rate, Yuri's gonna break her record of thanking people in one day.
No, seriously. You can't believe how glad I am that my son's dating such a respectful, intelligent young lady.
Yuri blushes and ducks her head bashfully.
So tell me more about yourself. I heard that you two met in a literature club.
Yes, we did. I had actually been in a literature club for a while before Killen joined.
As you can probably guess, books are pretty important to Yuri.
I wish more people would take up reading as a hobby. After all, you know what they say, well-read people are less likely to be evil.
I don't know if that's true. I'm sure there's some very well-read people that are dastardly evil out there. Who in this world said that?
I bet Yuri knows.
Do you, Yuri?
Well, yes.
There you go.
Mom smiles smugly at me and as Yuri looks on amused.
Anyway, please continue with your story.
Oh, right. Where was I? Oh, yes, Cyrus brought Killen to the club, and that's how I met him.
She even bought me a book to make me feel more welcome.
That's right. It was Portrait of Markov.
Oh, so it was like love at first sight then.
Yuri and I look at each other. Well, I definitely thought that Yuri was really cute the first time I met her. Yuri's face turns scarlet, although she smiles at my words.
I usually try to reserve my judgment on others until I get to know them better. But I did find Killen to have quite the endearing charm. And it certainly helped that he's very open-minded too.
Ah, yes, if I remember correctly, you two have a bit of an unconventional taste in literature.
Well, I wouldn't call it unconventional, but I do enjoy a good bit of horror.
A woman after my own heart. Well, I'm more of a thriller fan than a horror fan, but close enough. Have you read any mystery novels, Yuri?
I've read most of the famous ones, yes. I usually read older authors though, such as Agatha Christie and Arthur Conan Doyle.
Ah, so you seem to like the classics type. At any rate, I'm very glad that we've had someone to speak, I'll have someone to speak about literature with now. Killen here never used to read anything before you came along.
What? That's not true.
Oh, stop trying to impress Yuri. The only thing you've ever read was manga.
Well, dang, being exposed. This is brutal. 2 against 1. Just being taken down by my mom and my girlfriend.
Killen's gotten much more into reading since you've last seen him, though. We regularly discuss the books we read together.
It's basically like a mini lecture whenever I talk to Yuri about that stuff. It's all pretty interesting. Though.
Yuri, I have to thank you for being such a good influence on Killen.
It's not a problem.
And I trust that you two concentrate as much on your schoolwork as you do on your books.
Yes, Mom. And Yuri here's a top student, so you don't need to worry about her.
It wouldn't be too much to hope that Yuri's helped you study some, would it?
Actually, I have a bit.
Yeah. Well, the whole club's gotten together for a few study sessions, too.
That's great to hear. And how have exams been going? They started today, right?
Yep. We both did fine, right, Yuri?
I'd say that our study sessions together definitely helped.
We're actually going to study today, too.
Oh, don't mind me then. Feel free to run along and study. I won't be heading off for another business trip for a while, so I'll have more time to catch up later.
Are you sure? I wouldn't want your reunion cut off prematurely.
Of course I'm sure. Unfortunately for us all, exams wait for no one. You two had better do just as well on tomorrow's exams as you did on today's.
Huh, alright, Mom. I guess we'll study in my room for now.
Good luck on your studies. I'll bring us some fresh food for you later.
Thank you for your hospitality.
You're more than welcome, dear.
Oh boy, I just hope that we actually study and not quote-unquote study in the bedroom. And then Mom comes to bring us fruit, so we're studying. studying together. Ooh, it's nice to see my mom again. I won't have to worry about. Oh, sorry about that. I don't have to worry about cooking for myself now, too. Classic thoughts when you come home. It's like, I don't have to worry about cooking anymore. I can eat mom's cooking. Yes! Winning!
Your mother is definitely very kind-hearted.
Yeah, I was surprised how good she was at coaxing you out of your shell.
I did feel very awkward at first, but she somehow got me to relax after a while. Well, I suppose it helps that she's a reader herself. And she just reminded me of my own mother.
What was your mother like, if you don't mind me asking?
In personality, she wasn't actually too similar to your mother. I'd say that she was a lot more demure, and certainly much less sarcastic. I think it was just that they both share a loving warmth that's plain for all to see.
That makes sense.
Anyway, I could see where your sense of humor came from.
I mean, I have spent my whole life around her.
I know that you don't need to. I know you don't tend to cook a lot by yourself, but you should cook something for your mother sometime. I'm sure that it would be a happy surprise for her. Plus, it's nice to be able to help your parents out. It shows that you don't take them for granted.
Yuri. I gently reach out and hold Yuri's hands. Sorry if this is bringing up painful memories for you.
No, it's perfect. You're perfectly fine, Killin. I suppose that just makes you feel wistful.
You know what? We should all cook a family meal together one day. You, me, and my mom.
That'd be nice.
Yuri reaches up to caress my cheek.
Family. It feels like the whole world crumbled beneath me when I lost my parents. But slowly, bit by bit, it seems like my world is being rebuilt.
Aw, that's a nice thing to say.
I'm glad that you're the one helping me rebuild, Killin.
And I'm glad that I can help you too. We simultaneously lean in for a kiss. My family is back from abroad, and I've got my girlfriend by my side. Life is good. Life is good. Oh, that was nice. A very touching moment between me and Yuri. This is awesome. It's been a few days since Yuri and Mom met in person. I've been on cloud 9 ever since. It's amazing how happiness and bliss can literally transport you to another world. And with the ringing of the bell signaling the end of the final lesson for the day, I eagerly jumped to my feet. White day is upon us, and I plan to give Yuri my gifts ever since I woke up. Oh joy, it's White Day, which means, I don't know, it's March 14th, if memory serves. That's when White Day is supposed to be. So I don't know what happened between March 14th and when Mom came home. But if they say it's a few days since Yuri and Mom met in person, that means we were already in March. So we kind of just like blew past February. They really need to do a better job of announcing these time skips. I don't know. I make my way over to Yuri's classroom after I take out my gift. It's not quite as fancy as the chocolate she gave me, but I'm hoping she'll appreciate the thought all the same. Eventually, I spot her in the throng of students emerging from her classroom. With a smile and wave, she makes her way over to me. Reaching out, I gently clasp her hands in mine, which predictably causes her to blush. Given it's White Day, I'm feeling a little more daring. Ooh, my man's doing things he never did before. Look at him go. I've waited all day to give you these. I'm practically bouncing on my feet. I wonder what this gift is. She giggles slightly, covering her mouth with her hand.
My, someone is rather excited.
She takes the gift bag from my hands. Her smile grows wider and more heartfelt. I didn't want to give these to you at lunch. Kind of felt like the reward would be better if I waited until the end of the day, you know?
Well, they do say good things come to those who wait. Oh my, Qilin. This looks incredible.
And before we find out what it is, you're gonna have to find out what it is next episode. That's right, I'm cucking you all. Mwahahaha. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I've had a lot of fun. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new. It's been real. It's been fun. It's your boy JQilin. Ciao for now.